And good afternoon and welcome, everybody. I'm Greg Lagerquist on behalf of CBS 13 and Fox 23. Pleased to be joined by Kate Vickery. She is the president, and Kate, it is great to see you on this Tuesday.
Hi, Greg. Great to be with you.
Let's dive into this because we're obviously celebrating the fact that all day tomorrow, we're going to have our Make-A-Wish Telethon, the Share a Power of a Wish campaign telethon, our fourth annual. I can't believe it's already been 4 years, Kate, that we've been doing this. This event is so huge and so important, and the response that we've gotten from so many people in the community has been gratifying to see. What's your take on the importance of this day-long event we're going to be celebrating tomorrow?
Yeah, it's been really great. I think, this was something that for us was sort of born out of the pandemic. So much of the fundraising efforts that we do here at Make-A-Wish are event driven. And so when everything got shut down back then, we were looking for new ways to sort of creatively reinvent. And we're so lucky at Make-A-Wish to have amazing stories to tell. Each one of our kids, each one of our families has an amazing story behind it. And so the ability to share those stories in this way with a huge audience that you guys bring to the table for us is unlike anything else that we have. So it's great. It brings so much awareness to our mission. It allows us to share with folks right here in Maine the work that our chapter, Make-A-Wish Maine, is doing, the impact it's having on kids in their communities, and for them to be able to see and hear it firsthand from Wish families, which is really special.
And Kate, I love the fact that we're emphasizing right away the whole idea. This is Make-A-Wish Maine. Obviously, Make-A-Wish is a wonderful nationwide organization. There's a nationwide footprint here. There are chapters and offices and volunteers all over the country who are involved with this, but this is Make-A-Wish Maine. So for those let's get this out of the way right away. Those wondering about the families and the dollars that are donated and all the things that we're talking about, these are all right here in Maine. These are Maine families that we're going to be supporting.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we are our own actual 501c3 nonprofit, Make-A-Wish Maine. We have the benefit of being part of the larger federated organization under the Make-A-Wish America brand. And the brand is very well known across the country. And that certainly is a benefit to us and opens doors and gives us partnerships and access that we use to grant our wishes to our kids. But for our particular organization here, the money that we raise goes directly to kids here in Maine. And we're working with kids in all 16 counties and making sure that all of our efforts are available to every child here in Maine who would be eligible to receive a wish.
I love that you said that too. It's all 16 counties in Maine. You are statewide. You've had different wishes and different organizations involved, literally all over the state.
Absolutely. And in every community too. There's no, geographic restriction on anything that we do. And so we have not only Wish families in every area of the state, but we have volunteers in every area of the state that are helping us to fulfill the mission. We have folks that are putting on external event fundraisers all across the state, and we have supporters everywhere as well. And so the telethon is a great opportunity for us to be able to showcase that and to also make sure people understand that that's what's happening behind the scenes for all of our wishes, and that we're always looking for more people to get involved.
I love it. We've had the opportunity to tell some of these stories, over the last few years. And of course, we've covered Make-A-Wish Maine and the stuff you've been doing for a long, long time. But to be more deeply involved over the last 4 years now has been really just powerful, tell different stories. In fact, let me play for this is on our website right now, folks. I'll play this real briefly. So I'll give you an overview of what we're talking about.
CBS 13 and Fox 23 are proud to once again support Make-A-Wish Maine and share the power of a wish. On Wednesday, February 21st, we're asking for your help to give children with critical illnesses experiences of hope and joy when they need it most. For more information on how you can donate, volunteer, and support Make-A-Wish Maine, scan the code on your screen or visit wish.org/Maine. Join us all day on Wednesday, February 21st, and share the power of a wish. Sponsored by Central Maine Power and Martin Surplus and Salvage.
And I do want to emphasize that too. Obviously, there's a lot of corporate partners that are involved. I think they deserve a little bit of love as well here, Kate. You couldn't obviously do this without a lot of different partnerships around the state.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's another reason why the telethon is so special, is it really is encompassing the entire community that stands behind the mission and behind every wish. Every wish has a community behind it in and of itself, whether it's the community that supports that individual family or the donor who supported that wish, donations that we have coming in all the time that we put towards the resources that we need to make the wishes possible, volunteers, that comes into play with every wish that we grant. And we're going to grant over 80 this year. It's more than one every 5 days. So we're just excited to be able to have the opportunity to continue to tell the story and to share with folks how impactful wishes can be for kids when they really, really need them, and especially at the time when they need them most. And our kids so deserve it. They're so brave and courageous, and you've got to see that in the stories that we tell. And there's nothing better than being able to highlight that, and then also show people that the ways that they can get involved, whether it's your company or if you personally want to be involved. There's all kinds of different ways that we can help bring you into that community.
Yeah, I had a great chance to have a conversation with John Breed from Central Maine Power last week, actually, talking about, I think they sponsored one of your wishes last. Not only are they a corporate sponsor and a big partner in a lot of this stuff, they actually hosted a Wish Day last summer, which was really powerful to see and talk with them about that. So it's great to hear from people who say that when they get involved with this, yeah, it's about supporting kids and families. And that's the first and foremost thing. But people are getting something out of this too. It feels good to do good in our communities.
That's so true. It's so true. It feels good to do good. It feels good to give. I think that most people know that and experience that no matter when or what organization they're contributing to, but there's something very special. And we use the word magical, and it sounds a little kitschy sometimes, but it's truly what it is. When you're granting a wish, it's very magical, and it is for everybody who's involved. So I think often we hear exactly like John was saying to you, is it's different when you get to see it firsthand and you realize how local it really is, how much of an impact it has, and everyone who's there can feel that same kind of joy and excitement that the child and the family receives as well. In addition to that, it's just so great for the kids and the families to also know that there's this many people standing behind them in their journey as well. And that's something that's a benefit from coming out of us being able to engage other folks in the wish delivery.
And I love the fact that the wishes that you're granting, I mean, run the gamut. Obviously, Disney World, you mentioned magic. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of kids want to go to Disney World, and you grant that wish a lot. But, we saw some folks who wanted a she shed or a backyard jungle gym, or different things. And one experience that I know that you highlighted recently involved a young man. I'm going to pull it up right now so it's ready to go.
Our staff got very excited
Let me pause that for a moment and reset that. But so this is a young man from Maine. Tyler, I believe his name is, right, Kate?
Yes. Yep.
So Tyler is a huge football fan, and obviously most kids in Maine are probably Patriots fans. But Tyler here is a Tennessee Titans fan, and the fact that your organization and through partners were able to work with the Tennessee Titans. We've got like a 2-minute video here, so bear with us, folks. I want to play this because this is really powerful. It gives you an example of what sort of wishes are being granted, and to see the reaction on the kids' faces is just amazing. So let's play that right now, and then we'll come back on the other side.
Oh my God, it's huge. 4 years. Thank you. It's huge.
Our staff got very excited when we got Tyler's wish, because we expect every kid in Tennessee to be a Titans fan. But to know that we have Titan fans in Maine meant a lot to us, as well as Tyler.
I'm saying, what touchdown celebration y'all gonna have?
I have no idea. I've still been thinking that there.
Tyler is such a unique individual. He loves life. He loves sports above all.
Go, go, go. Let's go, man. Oh, yeah. Yes.
And just to see him sitting there and taking it all in and knowing this is the real deal.
Oh, now Malik's in. So, like, substitute.
Unreal to see these boys just kind of knowing how they operate, to just see them soak in every last word and be comfortable enough to really engage and give their thoughts and feedback, and kind of not just listen, but to feel like, no, we already have this. You could hire us tomorrow,
If you could scout and bring any one player in the NFL here, who would you bring?
I already have a wide receiver.
Okay, who's your look, the camera's watching us. You can tell me in my ear who you want us to get. Ooh!
Everyone's like cool here, and like
Tyler, like so many of our Wish kids, is going through something big every single day. And to watch him walk in here with a great attitude and approach this with such an open heart is really inspiring. And that's what we get from most of our Wish kids.
Yeah, I love that, Kate. Maybe talk to us a little bit about that. We have a big logo of the Titans on here. Let's maybe pull it back and get a picture of Tyler smiling on there. We're having interacting with the team.
Yeah.
How did this come to? Maybe talk a little bit about how the wishes like this come together.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is a great example of the ability that we have to tap into that access of the partnership across the enterprise, across the country that exists with our fellow chapters and with Make-A-Wish America. And the sports team's wishes particularly are handled by the chapter where that sports team resides. So they know the organization best, and they have the relationships where they can open doors and get him access to practice. And not only that, but go to a game and experience all of that at the same time. And I think you can see just from everyone's faces, and especially to listen to what his mom shared, as well as my counterpart from the Tennessee chapter. It's just a special experience for everybody, including the players, the Titans players themselves too. I think that we're really lucky that the brand has the trust factor that it does, so that the doors are open for us in terms of our ability to get the kind of access that we need to for these types of wishes. But it's just a testament to, the number of people, again, the community that stands behind every wish and how it comes together. So we work with our sister chapter, and they have a crew of people there that pull it together on their end. And then it's a great experience. And we know that Tyler and his family went down to Nashville with a suitcase full of whoopie pies to deliver to everybody down there. So they took a piece of Maine with them.
Good. That's amazing. And again, Tyler obviously looks like a happy, healthy kid. And that's obviously the amazing, but he, like every child that Make-A-Wish is working with, is facing a critical illness or a life-threatening illness. And so each one of them, obviously we pray for every single one of them, that they have good outcomes. And many of them do. But these are kids and families who've been through so much.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think that there's something, this is a great example, because you can see that an experience like this for Tyler, it's not only a cool experience, right? Of course, you get to meet like your favorite NFL player, but there's a confidence that he's building at the same time, knowing that he can have a conversation with that person, and that, when a diagnosis hits a family, especially a critical illness or a life-threatening illness diagnosis, there's such a disruption to their family, and there's a bit of control that's taken away from everybody, the child included. And so part of what a wish does is give that child especially that control back, and says, what do you want? What can we make happen for you that's going to be really impactful? And so when that is something that can also deliver some of the underlying benefits that a wish like this can, it makes it extra special.
Yeah. And let's here, I'm going to go ahead and pull this down for a moment and put back up maybe this, because it does have the QR code. So maybe I think it might actually still work. If you put your camera up to that, right up onto that QR code, it might work just now. Or you can just go to WGME.com or Make-A-Wish Maine as well. Let's talk for a moment too, Kate, before we go. We got to wrap up here fairly soon, but and thank you so much to everyone who's listening and watching this right now. And of course, it'll live on our website and on our video, and of course, all day long tomorrow. Let me mention that again. All day long tomorrow, please join CBS 13 and Fox 23 and Make-A-Wish Maine as we share the power of a wish campaign. In our telethon, we'll be sharing stories all day long. We'll be helping to make these wishes come true. And what could be more powerful than that? But Kate, again, we're joined by Kate Vickery, the president and CEO of Make-A-Wish Maine. We mentioned a little while ago before we jumped on the live stream here, Kate, the fact that, again, yes, this makes people feel good. It's a wonderful story. It's a wonderful feeling. But it's more than that. You've surveyed families and medical providers as well to find out just how much of an impact this makes on the well-being of these children and families. Talk about that for a moment.
Yeah, absolutely. It was pretty powerful to see the results from that work that was done with Wish families across the country, and just asking for their feedback on the impact of the wish, and to understand really that it can serve as a turning point for a lot of our kids as they're battling their illness. And that's really the goal is, everybody, as you mentioned, has their own journey with whatever illness that they're fighting. And we certainly can't be the cure to that. But I think the wish process, the journey, the wish experience, all of it that comes along with what Make-A-Wish delivers to our kids is certainly part of a healing process for the wish child and for their families. And so what we heard from them was not only, was it that sort of uplift that they needed, but there was an emotional well-being piece that was unexpected, that came along with it too, that really gave them what really boils down to hope. Then we talk about that a lot. That's sort of the business that we're in, is to deliver hope. And everybody knows that can be really powerful. And so for that to come in the form of a wish is just extra special. And then for us to hear from the medical community as well, that they also received a positive benefit and uplift from being able to deliver the fact that a wish would be an option for some of their kids as well was pretty great to hear from the medical community that we work very closely with.
Yeah, I was reading some of that survey too. I think I read that medical professionals that you surveyed said that a 10 out of 10, 100% said that they saw improvements in the well-being of the children and families.
Yeah.
It was universal that this is something that, again, it's like you mentioned, we want to emphasize you're not in the cure business, you're in the hope business.
Right.
But that can go a long way. That can be a powerful thing for these families who are in these fights.
Absolutely. And it just is we talk a lot about how it's not just the moment of the wish, it's the journey from the moment that they find out that the prospect of a wish is possible. That's when the hope begins, all the way through the wish process. And then even beyond that as well, staying connected through our alumni community. So it really is, I think what we love to educate people on, and again, why this telethon is so impactful for us, because some of the stories that we're going to share tomorrow, and especially in the primetime special, which will air at 7:30, are really powerful in terms of hearing straight from the families themselves about why the wish was so beneficial to them and what role it played for them in their own family's journey dealing with the illness as well. And so I think it's just great for us to be able to share that and have people understand that it's more than just that moment that the wish is granted. It has a much bigger impact.
Yeah, it's a journey, and we want to really invite all of our viewers, everyone who's listening, everyone who has friends and community members who want to share this on social media. We can all be part of this, and we are so pleased here at CBS 13 and Fox 23 to be a part of it through the telethon. But Kate, again, you've got literally hundreds and thousands of people who are engaging with you on a yearly basis and a monthly, daily basis to sort of make these things happen. And love to have a chance tomorrow to really emphasize that and get people involved. As part of our live stream here, any things that you want to get out there? Any last thoughts on the power of a wish?
Yeah, I think, we're incredibly grateful to everyone who supports the mission. And I think it's, again, I go back to wanting to bring more people into that community so that they can experience it as well, because it is such a positive thing. And to actually know that you are truly making an impact for each and every one of the kids that we serve. And we couldn't do it without partners. We couldn't do it without you folks. And we've loved the partnership with WGME and Fox 23. And I know tomorrow is going to be, a great day. And we can't wait to share some stories, because mostly those stories are about our kids, and they're the heroes behind each and every one of these wishes as well.
Oh, it's such a great day, frankly, around here too, Kate. As you know, it's a celebration. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes to make it happen. I know for those who, like, behind me here, you have the newsroom. And then that way is the news set. But we have a whole side studio. We call it Studio B. I wish I could pop it up live right now. But anyway, we're transforming it right now to be a call center and to have the graphics and the banners and just a celebratory sort of atmosphere. For part of that, as you were mentioning, at 7:30 Wednesday evening, the 21st of February, we'll be having this live telethon event. And it's just such a great event, but a lot of work that goes into it. I know you folks have been working really hard as well, and I know our folks here at CBS 13 behind the scenes have been working really hard too.
Yeah, it's fun to see, like, the phone bank from a traditional telethon come back from years ago.
Yes. I love it.
Also text to give, and there's all kinds of other ways that you can engage. But again, I think it's just the ability to tell the stories is great, and to shine the light on some of the other folks who helped make this possible, and because we certainly couldn't do it without everybody who is a part of each and every wish. So can't wait.
Awesome, Kate. I can't wait either. It's great. All right. So join us, please, everybody, tomorrow, Wednesday, February 21st, for the Share the Power of a Wish campaign presented by CBS 13, Fox 23, and Make-A-Wish Maine. Kate, so great to see you once again.
Good to see you too, Greg. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow.